DMZ Season 3 has so many updates and changes that it was easy to miss a bunch of them at launch, and some of them are fairly significant. One of them involves the boss of Ashika Island hiding up in the castle, and in this video I'm going to show you how to complete the redacted Tier 3 mission Double Cross. And this mission actually has an annoying bug in it, which if you don't know about it, you can easily waste a bunch of time. So I'll show you how to avoid that and exactly what's going on with that boss. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So the Double Cross mission asks you to go and kill the bomb maker in the castle on Ashika Island. Fair enough, that's something that we've done a bunch of times before for different missions, and that's how you get the weapon case on Ashika Island. But then the second step says, pick up his crossbow. Now that struck me as super weird, because I can't remember him having a crossbow at all. The bomb maker's a really unusual boss in DMZ, and I like that. He's very, very different from the Juggernaut, and obviously from the attack helicopter that you have on Al Mazrah, and Ashika Island actually, it flies around there too. Because he's just some guy. Like, the difficult part of fighting him is getting into the castle. You either have to hack the wheelson outside by destroying it or DDoSing it and then getting up close and hacking it, or you need a special key for the castle hideout. Then you have to get past sentry guns, trip mines, some bouncing betties, and a bunch of heavily armored guards with an alarm setting off and more guards constantly rushing in. Then when you finally get up to the top room, he's just some guy that you can just kill him. He doesn't even have any armor. He's very, very simple to take down. And I really enjoy that. I think it's a really interesting take on the idea of what a boss could be in DMZ. But yeah, for now, for some reason, they've given him a crossbow. So let's talk you through the steps that you need to go through in order to complete this mission. First of all, obviously you need to spawn into Ashika Island. This is much easier if you've got a team, because going through the castle by yourself is a little bit scary. There's a lot of different things that can kill you without it really being your fault. And it helps a lot if you've got one of the castle hideout keys. If you've got that, you're going to be able to open up the castle just by yourself very, very quickly. If not, you're going to have to plan to deal with the wheelson, and there's a few things that can help you. The first one is bring in a DDoS. This will just completely deactivate the wheelson, so all you need to do is get close to it, activate the DDoS, then you can go up to it and hack it. On controller, you might have to switch your interact settings to tap to reload, otherwise, like a few different things in this game, for whatever reason, it doesn't work if you've got prioritize interact on. But once you hack that wheelson, then it will let you open up the doors just as if you had a key. There's another thing that can help you, and that's that there's a bunch of cameras dotted around the courtyard. If any of these spot you, you'll get the enemy spotted thing up on the screen, and then the wheelson will come for you and attack you. You can destroy these cameras to make it so it can't work out where you are. I haven't found that helpful in the past, but you know, it's something you can do. It's a cool little mechanic that exists. Once you get into the castle, I strongly suggest going in through this door, but be aware that there's going to be a sentry gun right behind the door as soon as you open it. So maybe open a door, throw a Semtex or something like that in, and be aware that there's going to be alarms going off and a constant stream of armored guards coming from within the castle outwards, and more guards turning up outside that'll be rushing in. So you're going to be in quite a tough situation. Make sure you've got lots of armor, lots of ammo, ready to get moving. Thankfully, a lot of these guards do drop more armor and ammo, so you can kind of keep using that. But it's annoying that there's not really a safe space to hide. Wherever you go in there, there's going to be mines, there's going to be traps, and probably more guards, so this is a bit of an ordeal. Once you've cleared out a few of the guards, you can head upstairs. So if you kind of go into the main room, then go upstairs there. You want to be heading for the very top floor. Keep an eye out for trip mines and more sentry guns. There's just so many here. But once you get up to the final set of stairs that lead up to the top floor, there's going to be like 2 guards come down with shields. I normally use Semtex or Molotovs to deal with them. If there's 2 of you, obviously one person can get their attention while the other person kills them. Because they're on stairs, they actually often expose their legs and arms a little bit more than they would usually. So these aren't normally too difficult to take down. Once you get into the top room, you'll see the bomb maker. He just looks kind of like a normal guard, and you can kill him. He doesn't have armor or anything like that still. He's very, very easy to take down. But the important thing is, now he drops not only the weapon case, so if you need a weapon case, you can grab that, although do be aware that will tell everyone on the map where you are, but also he drops his crossbow. So you're going to need to pick that up because you're going to need to do something else with it a little bit later, and it's the second step of the objective. And while you're up here, if you want, you can turn off the alarm. So it's on this set of computers. The prompt for it isn't very obvious, but you can turn off the alarm and that will stop enemies spawning coming in. Now, It's not always the best idea to turn this off, just because if other players realize that you're going for the weapon case, they might be coming to try and kill you. So if you've got the idea there's probably players nearby, there's probably players coming for you, if you turn off the alarm, it will make it easier for them too. So sometimes when there's other players about, we just leave the alarm blaring and rush out the way we came because we know we've already cleared all the traps from that side. And then as soon as you go out the door, you can run right and get into the moat. And then you've got a fairly safe way to escape. If you've picked up the weapon case, bear in mind other players are going to know exactly where you are. Although, there does seem to be a glitch at the moment in the game, and I'm sure this will get fixed pretty soon. But sometimes you can pick up the weapon case and the icon on the map doesn't change. It looks like the weapon case hasn't been picked up. There's still that big yellow circle. So while that's going on, you can probably actually get away with the weapon case without anyone knowing you've even grabbed it. So now you've got that crossbow and you've killed the bomb maker, you're onto the third step of the mission, which is frustratingly a little bit bugged. It says you can drop the crossbow off at any dead drop. You can't, at least at the time of recording this video. There's only one dead drop that works, and that's this one that's down at the science center. So it's down next to this kind of rectangular building. You need to get here, drop the crossbow inside, and once you close it, that should complete the mission for you. If you drop the crossbow in any of the other dead drops on the map, like the mission tells you you can, it will just disappear like you've put any weapon into the dead drop, and then you won't have completed the mission, and you're going to have to go through the entire thing in order to get another one to try it again, which is just super frustrating. The crossbow itself, you can use it if you want while you're carrying it around, but for some reason it's got tear gas grenades in, which is just completely and utterly useless against basically everything in this game, so I don't think there's any reason you'd ever want to keep this thing. But once you've done that, you have now completed Double Cross, and you can just extract or go do other missions, whatever you want. The mission's completed, you don't need to extract as a part of it, so that's absolutely awesome. I do really like the fact that this DMZ boss is quite different. Like, we've got a bunch of bosses in the game now. We've got the Juggernaut on Al Mazrah, who walks around with his big minigun and often has a lot of armored guards around him. He's pretty intimidating, that's very cool. We've got the attack helicopter, the attack commander that comes around an attack helicopter and will fight any players that either stand around still for too long or players that shoot them. I think that's very, very cool as well, and he tends to drop a crate with a bunch of really awesome stuff in it. We have the pyro commander, who is now on Al Mazrah and will have like a fire shotgun and a shield. I did a video yesterday on him, so if you want to check him out, that's a lot of fun. Like, he can be in the embassy or the post office or the air traffic control tower and can sometimes drop the weapon case. We also have Velikan in Building 21, who has a grenade launcher, and you can get a grenade launcher off him if you want. I just think it's cool that we've got all of this variety. There's even that new way on Al Mazrah of getting a weapon case. I might do a video about that tomorrow, where you can go onto the back of the train and there's a special safe there that will sometimes have the weapon case in it, and while you're drilling it, you have helicopters full of guards constantly attacking you, as well as all of the other players on the map. I just think that's an awesome event, and I'd love for DMZ to keep on adding stuff like this, just fun things that let other players know what's going on, so you're going to be fighting some tough AI, and you're going to be fighting some hard sort of players who are coming to hunt you. I think that's absolutely awesome. More of that, please. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.